Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video from Ascended Gods. In today's video we're going to be showing you guys all the things we've done the past 2 weeks or since the last update of the previous YouTube video. I'm going to start off with one of the most important thing, and that was found by one of our beta testers, Sin. We had this issue where if you go to a main menu or something and you wanted to close it, you had to like manually close the menus every single time, and that was pretty annoying, to be honest. So for example, this one you had to go all the way here and now you can exit the thing. But what have we done? We introduced the suggestion of Sin, if you press escape, that you will actually close the menus, so it will go this quick. And for example, if you're really lazy and you want to teleport quickly, I also added on top of that hotkeys. So your keyboards 1 to up to 9 will be hotkeys for your menus. So if you're going to, for example, the portal over there, normally you would have to go to the teleports, you have to go to the nature realm and then the Isle of Guidance. And that is pretty darn slow, but if you play the game long enough, you could just do 111. Or if you want to go to the next place that is called Homeland Islands, you just do really quickly like 112 or 113. So if you remember all these hotkeys or bindings, well, you can easily travel around the world like, oh, I need to go back here and then I need to go do this or blah blah blah. You can just teleport really quickly by remembering all these hotkeys. There's one flaw I found with this system for now, and that is when you go into the menu and you do want to click manually, you can hear it. It is actually making your character hit because it is bound to clicking as well. So every time you click on a menu, when it changes focus, it will re-click. So that is one of the disadvantages, and yeah, that is something I need to figure out. Like if it's in a menu, don't do the attack animation or whatever, something like it. So, or just a function to get the focus on the menu instead. I'm not sure how to fix that, but that will come as well in the future. So I also added this token pouch. So if I press 4, I will open the token pouch. Unfortunately, you do have to click once to go scrolling, and there's still this exit button that doesn't work anymore because you need to press escape now on all menus. So that's one of the things as well. We need to remove all the exit buttons on all the UIs, so it will be escape only in the future. So if you go to your token pouch and you focus on it by clicking, you will get the item values on top of the tooltips. So for example, under relic, you can see that one ascended shards is worth 1 million arcane crystals. And of course, we don't have any of those yet. But for each single item in game, there will be a certain value set in the future. So as soon as you get up to, I don't know, some kind of gameplay and you're really looking for like, oh, how much is this item worth? Like you got a drop, you'll be able to see what the value of the item will be. In the future, of course, with balancing, item values can change, of course, until the game is really balanced and tested. But for now, I'm just setting in values I think fit pretty well, and that will change in the future. So one of the most important ones I added as well is the Ascendant tokens. So as long as you play the game, you will gain 10 of these tokens every 10 seconds. So it's in theory 1 in 1 second. And with this one you can unlock a new boss, but this is mainly for people that are looking for a boost or just some nice extra bosses in the game for playing a long time. So you will be able to unlock the new boss at 100,000 points. So let's say that will take you like 24 hours of just doing nothing in the game. And it is because we have some really nice AFK-able skills in the game as well in the future. So that is going to be a little boost. I will show you that in a minute. But let's first go to the woodcutting and mining upgrades area, because that may be one of the most important ones that we can actually show you guys. We have been working a lot on the skilling option of this game. So one of the things I really hate about other games is that you have like this leveling system on every single skill, like woodcutting, smithing, mining, whatever. But what the difference is going to be with Ascended Gods is that everything you do will go to your same level. Like you're a god, you know, like you mastered all skills already, but you need to level up in the Ascended Realms by doing little jobs like mining or woodcutting or meditation or prayer. So what you're going to be doing is you go to a tree like this that you got from the tutorial, and you just go in, and you can do two options. Of course, they will both have hotkeys like 1 and 2 for start woodcutting or going to the upgrades. But if you do start woodcutting, it will just start woodcutting like normally. As soon as the bar hits 100%, I still need to fix those triple digits at the end as well, but whatever. As soon as you mine it to 100, at night you will get a moonwood, and in the daytime you will get sunwood. And as soon as you, let's say, upgrade it enough, or you mined enough, you can upgrade your AFK woodcutting. So what does this do? In theory, you would never have to go to this tree again as soon as you unlock it, because you will gather like 6 sunwood or moonwood every 30 seconds. So that is one of the advantages of being a god. The minions at the lumberjack forest will actually start mining for you. But of course, if you want to get a little bit more extra, you can go back to the tree, because you will get like double rewards. So every time you mine wood manually, you will gain wood, but on top of that, you will also get your AFK wood cutting as well. It's the same for the mining ore on the other side of the island. We'll quickly run over there. All the way to the mining area. Of course, we do need to decorate this piece a little bit more. Stay tuned for that one. It's just some decorative stuff. So if you go to the mining area, it's exactly the same. You can go to the upgrades. You can upgrade your AFK mining stuff, but of course I need to change the text and everything still. But if you just go on start mining, it's exactly the same. As soon as you hit 100 at nighttime, you get 1 moonstone. And as soon as you hit 100 on daytime, you get 1 sunstone from the start, let's say. Also on top of that, as I said before, we're leveling right now. We're already level 6. We are gaining XP every time we reach the end of our mining bar. So you will get XP for being actively mining. Your AFK mining or woodcutting or meditation will not give you XP. So that is one of the things. Along the way, you will see in many videos after this, like how it all works out. And I think it will be self-explanatory at the end on what is going on and how you train different skills. But basically, all skills are coming into your main level. So that is one of the things I wanted to show you guys. So that is pretty useful. So now that we're here, we're going to be traveling to the Death Altar. So I do have a lot of sunwood and moonwood at the moment, because I did mine for quite a while. And that is one of the things I wanted to make sure that people can do. And that is that whenever you're like, oh, I'm not gonna kill bosses and I'm not gonna kill NPCs so much, I really want to be skilling all day. I wanna progress not being too active in killing enemies. So what do? You go to, for example, the Death Altar, and you can change your nature souls for resources. And of course, there's like a 75% loss on trading your souls for resources. But if you go to the nature altar on the other side, it's the other way around. You can change your mind's resources for souls. So if you're like a skiller, you go to the nature altar and you can turn it in for souls. And if you're like a killing machine, killing NPCs all day, you can go to the Death Altar and you'll be able to turn your souls into resources. So you can have both of these worlds at the same time. That is one of the advantages of this, and I really do need to remake this UI. I'm not really a big fan of it, to be honest. It doesn't look so nice yet. But of course, that is a future update, so stay tuned for that as well. So let's go to the home area quickly. Let's go to the Slayer Master. I made like a little shortcut, so you just pass him and You just jump down this bridge and you're at the home area. That's maybe one of the reasons I put him over there. So what you do is you go to Drogon. And oh yeah, there's also like a little bug on the bridges. Like somewhere in the middle, there's something blocking you from walking properly. So I need to fix that as well before I update it to Steam. That's a minor fix for sure. If you go to Drogon, he will sell you the ability to smith your weapons from now on. So you can make level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So for example, yeah, this one's not right. It shouldn't be able to highlight in green. But as soon as you can create the weapon, it will be highlighted in green, of course. It will show you all the materials you need. And of course, I have 0, 0, 0. I still need to fill in most of the item values that I mentioned before. And of course, the level requirement in order to make the weapon. So that is one of the nice upgrades I did as well. Drogon has the ability to actually make weapons now. So as soon as we're going to get into that, that will be fine. So that is one of the things we added as well. So what is really important about this guy over here? Well, he has this ability to teleport to the new Ascendant boss. But actually going to the Ascendant boss area isn't the only thing. Behind the boss is a meditation area. So let's say you're going to bed and you want to gain some Ascendant tokens for buying the Rings of Time. You can also gain XP while sitting there all night. But then Sin, once again on Discord, came up with a brilliant idea. As we are going to have so many AFK-able skills in this game, he said, like, is it possible? Because if you just burn your graphics card all night, it would like totally ruin your electricity bill and stuff. So what I've come up with is actually something pretty cool, to be honest. So if you open your graphic settings, I added a new mode. It's called E mode. And there is actually two types of E mode. You have the normal E mode and you have the E mode plus. And when you want to activate it. So what happens on E mode is, for example, this 4090 runs about 400 watts of power while running the game at high quality. But when you turn on E mode, it will actually drop down to 100 watts of power usage as soon as it activates. So what you do is pretty simple. You just enable it and you save your settings. And you will see in your left top corner that E mode is active. So as soon as you start to AFK for 5 minutes, it will automatically turn down your graphics settings so much and cap your frame limit that your graphics card is like almost idling. So you will run at like 20 frames per second and you will be on one of the lowest qualities. But if you're not looking to your character at all, like when you're woodcutting or mining or meditating or training your prayer, you won't be using your graphics card because you're not actively playing. So this will give you the benefit of getting rid of pretty bad electricity bills. And of course, there is some people that really do have like, oh, I'm gonna play League of Legends game, but I don't want this emote to activate within 5 minutes, so I put it up to like 10, 15, 20, 60 minutes before it activates, because it does really stutter a little bit when it re-enables. So as soon as you save the settings, for example, and let's say you just come out of the graphics E mode, it will stay like glitched for 1 second because it's re-enabling all your graphics that you had before, and that does take up a little bit of time because they will need to load it into the GPU. Your VRAM is being updated, and yeah, it does have some minor glitches when it turns back on or off. So that is one of the things that is really important. So that was pretty much the main things I'm going to cover here for this week, because otherwise this video is going to get way too long. So what we're going to be working on next week is we're going to refine all the other widgets to support this beautiful open and closing and hotbar stuff, so that you can really go quickly on everything. like that. And as soon as you're at a shop or something, I'm going to refine all those widgets so they work pretty much this time how they should. We're going to be trying to add Slayer tasks, Slayer rewards, and an NPC island where we will be showing you guys some new combat, new enemies and stuff like that. So that will be pretty much linked to Slayer tasks as well. So that was a system I needed to build before I'm going to be adding more NPCs to it. But a sneaky reminder on this little island over there, I'm going to try and show you guys from a distance. That is pretty hard sometimes if you want to show something. Over there is the new Ascendant Island where the new boss will be. So if you unlock it, you will be able to get there. So hopefully you all enjoy this video and see you guys in the next one.